the roof on.
Just hand me the pieces and stay out of the way.
Why? So you can screw up Mom's birthday present? Just follow the instructions.
Instructions are for idiots, which is why you need them and I don't.
I'd like to hit you in the face with a brick.
Hey, you two, I will pull this car over right now, and neither one of you will get ice cream.
I can't help it. He's always bragging about how smart he is.
Well, I don't blame you for being upset, Jane. Nobody wants to be slow. But IQ tests don't lie.
That was 10 years ago, and you beat me by 5 points. It's completely insignificant.
Not when those 5 points bump me into the genius category. Now stand back and let me do this.
Sometimes, when I look at Jack, I wonder if being your friend comes at too high a price.
Do you promise not to say anything if I tell you something huge?
Okay.
I found those IQ results. Apparently, when Mom told us about the test, it was another Valium Monday. I'm the one who scored higher.
And you didn't tell Jack you took the moral high ground? I'm impressed.
So, you'll help me figure out when I can hurt him with it the most?
Yeah, sure.
Can I tell him? No.
Better make room for the big time. Gonna make time for the play. Wanna live life without rewind. Just wanna do everything. It's all good. Taking names and climbing ladders. It's all good. We'll make it wait and see. It's all good. We're all friends, why should it matter? It's all good for you and me.
In the book I'm working on now, I will prove that all people betray even their most closely held principles if subjected to enough pressure.
You're absolutely right, Professor. Principles are a sham. There's no morality. Even your own family will sell you out.
While that's a fascinating glimpse into your personal life, Mr. Cooper, it really has nothing to do with my thesis.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes, Miss Bean.
I disagree.
Well, of course. I've spoken. Therefore, you disagree.
That's not true. Okay, most people are weak and easily broken. I'll give you that.
No, that's very generous of you.
But, and it's a big but.
Big butt.
What are you, like 12? Isn't it possible that a select few are strong enough to stand up to any pressure no matter what? I mean, some people, me for example, would never betray their principles.
You must be a real hoot at parties.
As a matter of fact, I happen to be a tremendous hoot, sir.
Be that as it may, my research has proven that everyone has his or her breaking point.
With all due respect, sir, I think your research is flawed.
No, let's keep that our little secret. I've already spent the grant money. Final psych experiments are on Thursday, and I will see you all there then. Class dismissed.
So, did you find the girl I'm going to sleep with for your psych experiment?
You won't be sleeping with her, Jack. You're just going to be spending 24 hours alone in a room together.
How long do you expect me to fight her off?
Oh, hey, Doug. Hey, Lana. How's it going?
Great.
Doug got a major producer to come to his play reading. I am so proud of you.
It's no big thing. Martin DeWitt puts his Tonys on the shelf one award at a time, just like the rest of us.
Terrific. Did you find your lead?
You're looking at her.
What a coincidence. All those people auditioned, but your girlfriend was the best.
She didn't have to audition. The part is for someone young and beautiful. She's been acting for years. How can I do better?
You are so sweet. Oh, by the way, honey, I need your input on some of my lines. Can I see your script?
Sure.
Yeah, I was unsure about this speech here. They said you were dead, Mother! Are you? Or...
Aren't you going to finish that sentence?
I'm taking a dramatic pause.
Good instinct.
And scene. I need some water. I have to protect my instrument.
She's very talented in other areas.
She must be.
I need you to reconfigure all the data uplink ports by Friday.
Oh, it's no problem. Hey, Greg Landorf.
Owes me $3 million. I should say hi. Excuse me. You're Duncan Milch, right?
Yeah.
I'm Stuart Lucas.
Lucas Internet?
Well, till I fire myself. I hope you don't think I'm being too forward. I know you're here with your boss, and if you're happy with him, that's great. But I was blown away by the work you did with Simpson Controls, and I know I'd regret it if I didn't give you my card.
Oh, wow. You have offices in New York, London, Paris, and Tokyo?
Let me show you the world, Duncan. Well, I better go, but I would hire you in a second. Call me. I want you, Duncan Milch.
I want you, Duncan Milch.
It's not funny. Andy walks away for like 5 seconds, and this guy gives me his card.
What guy?
Andy, hi, yeah. This deaf guy, you know, with the cards, trying to sell me a pen. I already got a pen. I just kept the card because you never know.
Are you okay? Well, you seem a little tense.
I'm fine.
I have no idea what to pack for this experiment.
Wear whatever you're comfortable in.
I'm going to be spending 24 hours in a room with some guy. What if he's cute?
It's not that kind of experiment.
Even if I wear a halter?
It's not spring break. You know, I'm gonna prove to Professor Bradford that I really know what I'm doing.
You're really into these experiments, aren't you?
Well, I mean, that's why I went to college. I get to match my theories with the best minds in the field.
I can't sleep. I mean, why should I feel guilty about Stuart? Because I don't, not a bit.
This is about the guy at the Shanghai who offered you a job.
You told her?
Are you hiding something?
There's nothing to hide.
Right, because you did nothing wrong. I mean, you're a hot commodity. People are going to notice.
And just because somebody gives you his card doesn't mean you have to call him.
Right, because you already have a relationship with Andy.
Hey, he never gave Duncan a contract.
I need a piece of paper to have a commitment.
Not true, because without that paper, Andy can get rid of him whenever he wants. If Duncan wants to call Stuart, he should.
I have to admit, I am tempted. You know, he has offices all over the world.
Duncan, how would you like it if Andy were out there looking at other people for your job?
Andy, please. He would never do that. He probably thinks I would never do that either.
Trust me, don't pick up that phone.
I guess I shouldn't lead him on. You know he has a private jet.
No, Duncan.
Let's see, what do we have here, Miss Bean? Ah, you're going to prove that forced environment inevitably leads to stress.
As defined by a heart rate in excess of 95 beats per minute. It should be right up your alley, sir. Would the other subject please enter?
I shaved my legs for him?
I don't know what kind of sick experiment you're running here, but I am not having sex with my sister!
Well, we better turn our heart monitor on. Oh, so you ready to go?
Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm leaving.
No, you can't.
Watch me.
You promised me you'd do this.
Under false pretenses. You didn't tell me he was going to be here.
Yeah, there's no way I'm staying for this.
You need a lab credit to pass my class. You're staying.
Damn right I'm staying. Because unlike Jane, when I make a commitment, I stick to it.
I don't stick to my commitments?
I'm not the one who's quitting. Quitter.
Okay, then, let's get started.
What are we going to do? Just sit here and stare at each other for 24 hours?
No, I have lots of fun stuff planned. Like this, I thought you guys would like another crack at that dollhouse for your mom.
No!
Looks like you're off to a good start. Too bad you didn't bring their mother. You'd be done by now. Look! I'm John Houseman! So these two are supposed to hate each other.
With a passion, just watch.
No, Jackie, put the support beams on, then you put the roof on.
Oh, she's telling him what to do. He's gonna rip into her for that.
Thanks for reminding me.
Wait, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Hey, As long as I have the roof off, we could put in the sleigh bed.
Genius idea.
Hey, behind every great genius, there's a great sister.
That was pretty brutal. Maybe we should stop them before they burst into song.
Hey, Doug, is Zoe here? I wanted to talk to her for a minute.
Who cares? My life is over. Casting Lana in that play was a huge mistake.
So cut her part down.
I already tried tailoring the role to Lana's strengths. Making a play about an extremely flexible woman just doesn't have a very good second act.
So get rid of her.
My brain says you're right, but my body says don't even think about it. Why are you all dressed up?
Oh, nothing really. I'm just going to the Knicks game.
In a suit? You're going with Stewart, aren't you?
I'm not going with him. I'm just meeting him there.
Ah, so no one knows you're together. Nice touch.
But you can't make me feel guilty about this because I'm not doing anything wrong. So don't make it sound like we're sneaking around.
Okay, it's completely innocent. Hey, Andy.
Oh, there. Are you happy? I got duck sauce all over my knees.
Made me feel better.
What are you doing up there?
Just raising the roof, sweetie.
I don't get it. Why aren't you fighting? What are you doing?
Oh, we're just reminiscing about building stuff like this when we were kids, like the spice rack we built for Mom to keep her pills in.
You're enjoying yourselves.
We know. I guess we don't hate each other as much as we thought. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, in fact, underneath it all, we actually kind of like each other.
No, you don't. You hate each other. What about all those times you pretended to be sick so you wouldn't have to go on vacation with her?
Oh, he always put the thermometer in the wrong way. It was so cute.
What about all those times you told me how you wanted to put that pillow over his smug little face and press down until your wrist hurt?
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
I don't know. So your wrist hurt? Isn't that a little harsh?
It was a joke, Jack. Lighten up.
Don't tell me to lighten up. I know when someone goes too far.
You know what? Maybe it wasn't a joke. Maybe I really did mean it.
Yeah? And maybe you make me sick.
Shut up!
You shut up!
Professor Rock, you're missing it! It was touch and go there for a while, Professor, but now they're really at each other's throats. She's gonna knock one of his wires loose.
I stand corrected. That is a funny image.
God, my wrists are killing me.
I'm sorry I was so sensitive. I don't know how you put up with me all these years.
Stop being nice to each other! You're brother and sister, for God's sake!
Miss Bean, there's a general feeling in the academic community that beating your subjects tends to skew the results.
No, it's just a game, sir. It's fun. See? Like that.
Look, Lana, about the play.
I've been meaning to thank you. This part has changed my life. I mean, it's like someone that turned on a switch and now I have this hunger inside me.
So I see. Can you even taste the food when you eat it that fast? What? Nothing. I know you've been working really hard and all, but I just don't think that...
You think too much. You were gonna say something?
No, I was just taking a dramatic pause.
12 hours to go, and incredibly, the subjects have still failed to reach their target stress level. At present, they are sleeping.
I am so stupid.
Think you're stupid. I can't get Jack and Jane to start fighting.
I let Stewart take me to the Knicks game.
You what?
Yeah, I was just gonna have a good time, and then that would be the end of it. But it turned into such a magical evening. The Knicks won in overtime, and Stewart got us in the locker room. Patrick Ewing asked me for a towel. And Stewart took me to a cigar bar, and 2 Macanudos later, it happened.
What happened?
Stewart offered me a job, and I said yes.
Oh, you slut! You corporate slut!
How am I going to face Andy?
Oh, well, you should have thought of that before you put the cigar in your mouth.
Oh, if only the Knicks had lost, none of this would have happened.
Don't blame this on the Knicks. You walked into that arena with your eyes wide open.
What am I going to do?
Tell you what you're going to do. You are going to go back to Stewart, and you are going to tell him that this whole rotten mess was a big mistake. And you're going to go back to Andy, and you are going to act like nothing ever happened.
Okay. I swear that if I get through this, I will never look at another company again.
I can't even look at you right now.
I'm really sorry for leading you on, Stewart, but I can't do this.
I don't understand. I thought we really connected last night.
Oh, we did. We did. And if Andy wasn't in the picture, I would jump at the chance of being with you.
Oh, I see.
Don't be like that.
How am I supposed to be, Duncan? You took my card? You took my floor seats? You think I introduced just anyone to Patrick Ewing? That's the first time I've ever done anything like that before.
People are staring.
Well, I don't care. You used me. And then as soon as you had what you wanted, it was goodbye, Stewart.
Look, we saw a great game. We shared a couple of laughs. Can't we just leave it at that?
I'm the best thing that ever happened to you, and you're just too blind to see it.
I know a guy who's perfect for you. How's it going?
Play reading was a disaster. I spent 3 years writing a touching drama about a single mother in search of her kidnapped child. 1 minute after Lana opens her mouth, the crowd was in hysterics.
Guess there's no point in firing her now, huh, buddy?
I know you're not touching me.
Why'd you hurry off? Martin DeWitt was looking all over for you.
I didn't hurry off. I snuck out through the bathroom window.
He loved the play. He thought it was a really well-crafted comedy.
It's a drama.
Whatever. He just wishes he had more time to produce it.
It's just as well. I couldn't work with a producer who doesn't know the difference between a comedy and a drama.
Well, he knows talent when he sees it because he offered me a job.
That's great. Well, at least my girlfriend got something out of it.
Yeah, we're gonna need to talk about that.
Perfect.
Gather around, everyone. I want you to see our only failed experiment.
Wait, I still have 5 minutes. Look at the tension between them. You see how tight those braids are?
Bad hair is hardly going to help you prove your theory, is it? Face it, you couldn't get their heart rates up with a cattle prod.
You think so?
Hey, Zoe, if you wait a second, I'll do yours next.
Forget it. Remember that IQ test you both took when you were kids?
Zoe, you promised you wouldn't say anything.
Well, you've been living a lie for the last 10 years. Jane scored higher on the test. She's the genius, not you.
What?
I can't believe you told him.
How long you been laughing at me behind my back?
Well, not as long as you've been lording it over me about how smart you thought you were.
5 points. Totally insignificant.
Unless it pushes one of you out of the genius category.
Nobody is pushing me out of anything.
I don't blame you for being upset, Jack. Nobody wants to be slow.
I am not slow! Now look what you made me do!
See that, Professor? Both over 95. It's all just a matter of the proper stimulus.
You're absolutely right, Miss Bean. I gave you the proper stimulus, and you betrayed your friend's confidence.
But that's not what my experiment was about.
Yes, I'm afraid it was. While you were running your own experiment, you were actually the subject of mine.
Wait, but I don't get it. So this whole thing was a setup?
I'm sorry I couldn't tell you, but in order to finish my book, I had to prove that pressure could break even my most principled student.
That is so deceitful. You can't just use people like... I'm your most principled student.
Yes, you are. And the smartest and the most argumentative. All of which I intend to say when I thank you in my foreword.
Wait, so you were in on this from the start?
Bradford offered me an A without taking the final. What could I do?
Why would you do this to me, former friend?
I was on your side. I bet, Jack, that you wouldn't betray me.
And now she has to take Mom to dinner for her birthday.
3 fun-filled hours of pulling silverware out of her purse. Thanks a lot.
You know, I gotta give you credit. You really had me going on that whole IQ test thing.
Oh, that was real.
Okay, enough. Experiment's over. You stop pretending.
I'm not. I scored higher.
Enough, Jane. We all know who's smarter. Okay, hey, Bradford locked us in here.
It goes like this, Jack.
Past mistakes threaten a young romance
He's been in trouble.
So have I.
and a father-daughter relationship.
You're never gonna trust me.
You're not being fair.
Neither are you.
Seventh heaven. Then
Max Evans is staring at you again.
innocence lost.
You couldn't just let her die.
Relive the moment the journey began.
Don't say anything, please.
Roswell, the first episode. After Seventh Heaven on the WB Monday night.